Stop eating these 10 fruits if you care about your leg strength. Most people think all fruits are healthy, but for seniors, some fruits can silently make your legs weaker, your joints stiffer, and your risk of falling higher. As we get older, leg strength becomes the difference between living independently and needing help. But here's the problem. Certain fruits spike your blood sugar, increase inflammation, and slowly take away your mobility. And the worst part, they're often the ones you thought were healthy. We're breaking down the 10 worst offenders and what you should eat instead. You need to see this before your next grocery trip. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos just like this. Let's get started. If you're over 60, keeping your legs strong isn't just about exercise, it's about staying independent. Leg strength affects everything: walking, getting out of a chair, avoiding falls, but most people never think about how their food choices play a role. The wrong fruit can quietly work against you. They can spike your blood sugar, inflame your joints, and weaken the very muscles that keep you moving. That's why knowing which fruits to avoid and which ones to choose is critical. This video isn't just about fruit, it's about protecting your freedom. It is important to understand leg weakness in seniors. So leg weakness doesn't just happen overnight. It builds up slowly, and by the time you feel it, it's already a problem. One major cause is sarcopenia, age muscle loss. It starts around age 60 and gets worse every decade. Then there's arthritis and osteoporosis. They break down your joints and bones, making movement harder and more painful. Poor nutrition adds to the problem. Without enough vitamins and minerals, your muscles can't stay strong. And if you're sitting most of the day, that weakness builds even faster. The result? Less mobility, more falls, a higher chance of losing your independence. And here's the truth. Most seniors over 80 already have some form of muscle loss. That's why every choice, especially what you eat, matters more than ever. Let's look at the chart. In your 60s, about 27% of people already show signs of sarcopenia. That's almost 3 in 10 losing muscle strength without even realizing it. In your 70s, that number jumps to nearly 40%. And by your 80s, 60% of the seniors have significant muscle loss. That means weaker legs, slower movement, and a much higher risk of falling. This isn't just about numbers, it's a warning. The older you get, the faster it accelerates unless you take action now. And one of the first steps is cutting out the foods that make it worse. But what about leg strengthening exercises for seniors? Well, you can't eat your way out of weak legs. Diet matters, but movement is what builds strength. Simple leg exercises can reduce your risk of falling by up to 40%. That's a big difference when one fall can change everything. Stronger legs also mean better balance, easier walking, and more control over your daily life. And you don't need a gym, you just need consistency. Chair squats strengthen your thighs. Just sit and stand using only your legs. Calf raises help with ankle stability. Hold a chair, lift your heels, and lower slowly. Leg raises build control. Lift your leg out straight, hold for a few seconds, then switch. Ankle circles improve joint mobility. Lift your foot and slowly rotate it in both directions. Do these daily. It takes less than 10 minutes, but it gives you strength that lasts years. Now let's break down the worst fruits. Not all fruits are helping you. Some fruits, especially the ones marketed as healthy snacks, can actually do damage if you're over 60. Here's why. High sugar content spikes your blood sugar, and if that sugar isn't balanced by fiber, it hits your system fast and hard. Low fiber means poor blood sugar control. That leads to crashes, cravings, and long-term issues like insulin resistance. Some fruits also carry compounds that trigger inflammation, especially in your joints. And when you combine inflammation with blood sugar spikes, you create metabolic stress. Your body has to work harder to recover, and your muscles pay the price. The result? Slower healing, weaker legs, more pain. That's why we're about to show you the 10 fruits that are the worst for your strength and independence. Fruit number 1, bananas and excess sugar. Bananas are known for their potassium, but there's a catch. They also contain a high amount of natural sugar. And when eaten often, that sugar can lead to inflammation, especially in the joints. Look at the numbers. Bananas have more sugar than apples, oranges, and berries. In fact, they're more than double the sugar of berries and far above avocado, which has almost none. That sugar spike matters. Over time, it raises blood sugar levels and increases the risk of joint pain, stiffness, and muscle fatigue. For seniors, it's smart to limit bananas to just 1-2 times a week. The choices go for berries, which are lower in sugar but higher in antioxidants, or avocados, which support muscle health without the sugar hit. Foods I know tactics and concentrated sugar. Dried fruits may look healthy, but they pack a hidden danger. Concentrated sugar. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but all the sugar stays. That means every bite delivers a stronger hit to your blood sugar. Let's break it down. Raisins have about 59 grams of sugar per 100 grams. Fresh grapes, just 16. Dried dates contain 64 grams. Fresh ones, also around 16. Dried apricots, 38 grams compared to just 9 in their fresh form. The difference is clear, and so is the impact. These sugar spikes lead to chronic inflammation, and inflammation makes joint pain worse, slows recovery, and weakens muscle function. For seniors, that can mean more stiffness, slower movement, and higher fall risk. If you want to protect your legs, skip the dried fruits. Stick with fresh. Fruit number 3, fruit juice and lack of fiber. Fruit juice may seem like a healthy choice, but it's missing something important. When fruit is turned into juice, most of the fiber is stripped away. That fiber is what slows down sugar absorption and keeps your blood sugar stable. Let's compare. A whole orange gives you about 3 grams of fiber that slows sugar release and helps support leg strength. Orange juice, on the other hand, has just 0.5 grams. That means the sugar hits fast, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar and a greater chance of inflammation. And for seniors, that matters. Inflammation affects joints, energy, and muscle recovery. Stick with whole fruit. The fiber keeps your body steady and strong. Fruit number 4, canned fruits in syrup. Canned fruits might seem convenient, but the syrup they come in can do real damage. Fruits canned in heavy syrup contain 20 to 25 grams of added sugar per serving. That's not natural sugar. It's extra, and it hits hard. This much sugar triggers inflammation throughout the body, especially in the joints and muscles. For seniors, that can mean more pain and slower recovery. Canned fruits in water or juice are better. They have less sugar, around 5 to 8 grams, and a much lower impact on inflammation. But the best choice is always fresh fruit, no added sugar, no syrup, and the lowest risk to your health. If you want to protect your legs, skip the syrup. Choose whole or frozen fruit instead. Fruit number 5, tropical fruits high in sugar. Tropical fruits like mangoes and pineapples taste great, but they come with a cost. So they're packed with natural sugar, and that sugar hits fast. For seniors, these sudden spikes in blood sugar can lead to inflammation and strain on muscle function. That means weaker legs, more fatigue, and slower recovery over time. You don't have to cut them out completely, just eat them in smaller portions. And whenever possible, pair them with a protein, like Greek yogurt or nuts, to slow the sugar's impact. Better yet, swap them out for lower sugar fruits like berries. You'll still get the flavor without the crash. Fruit number 6, very sweet grape varieties. Some grapes are much sweeter than others, and that sweetness can work against you. Cotton candy and Concord grapes have up to 20 grams of sugar per 100 grams. They also have a high glycemic impact, meaning they spike your blood sugar fast. Green grapes and moondrops are lower, around 10 to 14 grams. They're a safer option, but still need portion control. Why does this matter? Regularly eating high-sugar grapes can lead to chronic inflammation, and inflammation weakens joints and muscles, especially in your legs. If you enjoy grapes, stick to smaller servings. A handful is fine, but avoid the super sweet varieties if you want to keep your strength. Fruit number 7, certain fruit smoothies. Store-bought fruit smoothies might sound healthy, but they're often loaded with sugar and missing fiber. Many use fruit juice concentrate, cane sugar, or syrup as ingredients. That adds up fast. Some have more sugar than a can of soda. And without fiber, all that sugar gets absorbed quickly, leading to blood sugar spikes and inflammation. That combination is bad news for your joints and muscle strength, especially in your legs. The better option, make your own smoothies at home. Use Greek yogurt for protein, add leafy greens for nutrients, and stick to whole fruits instead of juice. You'll get better blood sugar control, more fiber, and less inflammation. Fruit yogurts with added sugar. Fruit yogurts might look like a healthy snack, but many are packed with added sugar. A plain Greek yogurt has about 4 to 6 grams of sugar per serving. But flavored versions like strawberry or peach can have up to 26 grams. That's 4 to 5 times more. Extra sugar leads to inflammation, joint pain, and weight gain. All of that adds stress to your legs and reduces your strength over time. The fix is simple. Choose plain yogurt. If you want flavor, add your own fresh fruit. You'll control the sugar, protect your joints, and keep your legs stronger. Fruit number 9, candied or glazed fruits. Candied or glazed fruits are fruit in name only. They're soaked in syrup, heated multiple times, and packed with preservatives. What's left is a sugar-heavy snack with almost no real nutrition. The result? A high sugar load that promotes inflammation in your joints and muscles. For seniors, that means more pain, slower recovery, and weaker legs over time. If you're trying to stay strong and mobile, these should be off your list. Fruit number 10, fruit-flavored processed snacks. Fruit-flavored doesn't mean fruit. Many snacks with this label contain no real fruit at all. Instead, they're made with added sugars, artificial flavors, and food coloring. These snacks lack fiber and hit your blood sugar fast, just like candy. That quick spike leads to inflammation, which weakens muscle strength and reduces joint stability. For seniors trying to stay strong and steady, these snacks are a hidden danger. If it's not real fruit, skip it. Your legs will thank you. Now, let's talk about healthier fruit choices for seniors. Not all fruits are bad. Some can actually help protect your legs. Berries are a top choice. They're low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and support steady blood sugar. Avocados aren't sweet, but they're still fruit. They offer healthy fats and potassium, which support muscle and nerve function. Apples and citrus fruits give you fiber and vitamin C, which help with digestion and joint health. Cherries have anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce pain and swelling in the legs. These fruits work with your body, not against it. Add them to your routine to support strength, reduce inflammation, and protect your mobility. Here are some other factors for leg strength. Diet is just one piece of the puzzle. To protect your leg strength, you need a full plan. Start with movement. Aim for 30 minutes a day. Even light activity or simple chair exercises can keep your muscles active and strong. Sleep matters too. Getting 7 to 8 hours each night helps your body recover and rebuild. And don't forget hydration. Drinking 6 to 8 cups of water a day keeps your joints lubricated and your muscles functioning properly. Strength is built through your whole lifestyle. When diet, activity, sleep, and hydration work together, your legs stay strong longer. Lastly, let's break down practical tips for dietary changes. Making better food choices doesn't have to be complicated. It just takes a few small habits. I'd start with food labels. Look for items with less than 5 grams of sugar per serving. Watch out for hidden sugars like corn syrup or fruit juice concentrate. Use smaller plates and bowls. It helps control portions without feeling like you're missing out. Plan ahead. Prep healthy snacks in advance. Cook meals that give you leftovers, and keep frozen fruit on hand so you're not tempted by sugary options. These simple steps make it easier to eat smarter and keep your legs stronger over time. Here's what to remember. Not all fruits are the same. Some can spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammation, and quietly weaken your legs. Limit dry fruits, juices, syrup-packed options, and anything loaded with added sugar. Instead, focus on whole fruits with fiber and lower sugar, like berries, apples, and citrus. Pair that with daily movement, good hydration, and smart eating. It's not just about diet, it's about staying independent. Read your labels, control your portions, and swap sugar bombs for fruits that support your strength. Stay informed, make better choices, protect your legs and your freedom. Share this with someone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more.